So the first one is talking about producing content. That is, of course, you have to do that when it comes to building an online course. If you don't film it, if you don't write it, if you don't shoot it or edit it, then you don't really have anything. And I thought, and me so focused on video production, so focused on the production process and loving the production process and editing and all that stuff, I thought if I just have a really good looking video, then I'm gonna really like kill it. So I was like, and not only is it gonna look good, but it's gonna be in depth. Like I was trying to deliver as much value, as much content as possible. And here's the kind of, so in total between these two courses, it's 37 lessons. Each lesson was about 8 to 12 minutes. And if you add all that up and you average, it's roughly 5 to 6 hours of video content, which was a lot to write. It took me, I think most videos I don't really sit that far in the pre-production phase, but for this course, both these courses, I was sitting on this at a minimum of 90 days, I want to say. Yeah, just like really trying to hash out every single lesson, wrote everything out. And I never do that. I never script anything. I never use a teleprompter. And I felt like for this, there was so much content to deliver that I was going to miss something and I couldn't just freeball it. I had to write down everything. Okay, what lessons go in, what lessons go out, and in what order. I wanted to just produce this produce a highly produced, well thought out, in-depth video lesson that you would say you were just blown away if you were going to take it. That was kind of but it got to be like and this is what I want you to think about. There was a balance I was struggling with between the time I was putting in and the effort. And I shouldn't say time versus effort. It was more that I was trying too hard to make this such a highly produced video that I think it was cutting into me actually finishing this or me moving on to another course. Like maybe at this point I could have 3 courses under my belt had I not spent so much time on these online courses trying to make them look good, make each lesson plan perfect. Like I was looking at this like a teacher, like a professor, and saying like, what would my students want to know about this? What do they need to know? What do they not need to know? In what order do they need to know this? If they take this lesson first, how is it going to affect them on the next lesson? And I wanted everything to flow. Like I overthought everything, and I was coming from a place of like that. I was coming from a place where I was like, I got to deliver value. I got to deliver something that they're going to be excited about. It's got to be hard hitting, full of content that if they're going to pay, they've been watching my videos for free, but if now they're going to pay $25, they're going to pay $50 for this. I got to deliver 50 times the value, or that's how I looked at it. So there was a balance issue, and like I said, I wanted to deliver on value.